We want every side to come together to attempt to take down the 100 side.
Man, they gotta
We want
understand,
all the
right?
smoke.
We go off the content.
Three, two, one. Hey there, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real. No capping. I'm your host, bringing you nothing but straight fire and authenticity. Today, we're diving into 12 rooms that I got to promote. The 100 ENT showroom, hosted by Big Wack100. The Beehive room. Love and R&B room, hosted by the queen of the 100 side, R&B. No room for the weak. No mercy room. Spin the block room. 100 ENT Jailbreak Squad room. 100 ENT Solve room. Petty Betty and Toxic Tanya room. Dangerous Minds room, hosted by Beast. Good Burger, hosted by Pitbull. Sleepless in LA, and many more. If you want to get closer or you want to be a part of the show, go to Clubhouse, follow one of these rooms, or you look for a room titled with Wack100. These particular videos all made possible by the one and only Wack100. Get ready to vibe with me as we explore the hardest topics that need some real recognition in the streets. Let's jump right into it and show some love to this channel by hitting the like and or subscribe button. So, without further ado, hold it down. One mic on Wack.
Well, my mind is stuck on waking up. That was the initial question Nadia asked. Waking up and finding the whole house clean. Now, this
So
audio
did
says
he wake
he
up or
left.
did he come back?
No. The audio says that he left her in the house. So that's different from waking up and the person is gone and they cleaned your whole house. That was the initial question.
Get what I'm saying? So what's the concern?
For us ladies, when we heard about that, we assume like, okay, the opposite sex, a man doing that for us, it might come off a little weird, a little like, you went through all my personal stuff, clean my, we might think that's weird, but
So let
when
me
we
get
heard it
this
was a
right. So let
woman,
me get this right. Let me get this right.
go ahead.
So if you left a man in the house and you left for a certain amount of hours and you got back home and he cleaned the kitchen, wiped down the hardwood floors, a door that was a little off the latch and hanging, he fixed the door, right? The drippy sink in the bathroom, he fixed that, right?
Mhm.
And power washed the garage and the driveway because they wasn't right.
That's not weird.
It was.
That's
That's what I'm.
acceptable.
I
Yeah,
mean, you
that's a
got
good
one.
thing.
That's a great
Well, here
thing.
goes
We
the
were,
thing. I just gave you things that men would do if left in the house. She
correct.
did things that women would do if left in the house.
So it works for him. It does. I
She
guess,
did
look,
the thing that women would. You heard him say, "I hate to do nothing." So she did the things that women would do. You know what I'm saying? We ain't expecting her to fix the garage door. So, well, if you know how to do that shit, then that's crazy. But she did things that women would do.
yeah, so we didn't think it was weird for a woman to do those things for a man. Those that of us that heard the initial question immediately assumed like if it's a guy going through, a woman's laundry. It was more so the laundry.
Yeah.
She
The
didn't.
personal question on the laundry, that's a little weird, but
First of
everything else
all,
you
she
named, that
didn't
would have
go.
been fine.
Well, most people got a dirty laundry hamper, or it's in the laundry room. So washing the whites and drying the whites, and that's not going through. That's a task. That's what.
But that's if they're separated.
Well, let's say they ain't separated. I would hope she got sense enough not to throw the colors in there with some fucking bleach and with the whites. I mean,
No, we talking
at
about the
least,
man though. Like if a man pulled out a woman's dirty laundry, separating them, going through, like
what's
that was
wrong
the
with
part we kind
what?
of was like,
Okay, well, let me enlighten you on something. Most men that are bachelors and they live by themselves, Most men know how to separate laundry. So,
Well, that means you got to go through it to separate it, and I
well,
guess
see, here goes the thing,
instead of
right?
just dumping it in
Well,
there or whatever.
who's gonna dump it in there? Because if it's mixed and you got sense, then you don't dump. If you dump it in there and throw bleach in there with some colors, then she come home, she's wondering what the did you do? If you didn't know what you're doing, why do it? So your mind is saying to separate means you went through. Okay, well here goes the next question. Is laundry? Are y'all referring to like panties? He just stuck his in you. What the are we talking about? If you was just
Exactly.
over there, what are we talking about? Like what? So you got to be concerned about panties. What else are you concerned about? Him going through
The
to.
$50,000 I put at the bottom of the hamper so that nigga wouldn't find it.
Nah, y'all was trying to make him sound like a creep, but you just
Oh, I
No,
don't.
that's an assumption. We're
Wait,
we're
so we
speculating
initially
a
heard it without the
situation.
audio,
Yeah, yeah.
and we
I
talked
don't.
about it for a while without the audio. Then when you hear the audio, it's a
Hold on. When
different.
y'all
It's a
when
different
y'all
story
heard
with
the
the audio.
audio, even after the fact, it still was the same
No,
energy.
Nadi, you
So
said if you are dating, you
I
meet
said
somebody
once you
on
heard the
Bumble.
audio, even
I
after
understand.
the fact, it was
I
still the
understand.
same
It
energy.
wasn't. It
Okay,
wasn't
cool.
because
'Cause
the only things that we were
it
caught off,
was.
the only things that
Okay.
we were caught off of, and why
Y'all
we had
changed
differences
so much. That's
is
okay.
the reason why we had
No,
differences
I'm
in
trying to
opinion
figure
because
out. Okay,
the
let me make
initial
sure, Rue, I'm hearing this right, Rue.
the initial
They met
question.
on
I'm
the
trying to tell you.
look, Rue. They met on
Go
the
ahead.
app.
Mm-hmm.
They talked on the phone. They went on a date, and one of the parties went back to the other party's home. Right?
Yes.
Something something happened at the home. One party goes to sleep. One party leaves. The party who home it is leaves and goes wherever they're going. The party that wakes up, they're still there. They got the option to A, jump up, leave. B, find something around the house to do. I'm looking around the house. Okay, there's some things that need to be done. Okay, let's explore these options. If the sex or if the individual rubbed them wrong or was not up to par or something that wasn't to their liking, it's a good chance they're going to get dressed and they're going to leave. If something about the night was to their liking and has grabbed their attention, they're going to do things to keep this going, right?
Yeah, but it still come
Right.
off weird if I don't if I
No,
initially, like I
you
said, it would come off
already
weird.
listen.
I let
You
the person in the house,
already
so I
left
realized
him
that.
at your house.
I realized that, but like I said, initially the question was waking up and the person is gone and they've cleaned your house.
If I
So
We
now
felt
wake up,
now you
if
we
have
I
to
felt like
wake,
that
you're
was a
you're about to
violation
take
a little
you're
bit
about to
because
take
it's
you
like
left him. Listen, when you
I
leave
didn't
a
leave him.
person,
Listen, Whack. You keep saying leave him in the house. That was the audio. What I'm telling you is we got the initial question.
I
We
don't
talked
know.
about
Yeah,
it
I'm going
before
off the
that.
audio. I'm going
right,
off
and
the
they
I
should have,
know,
audio.
and
Whack.
you
That's all
went
you
off
can
the
go off
audio
of. So I'm
after
trying
the
to tell you
fact.
the initial question,
If
but
you left
everybody's
a
saying
person
something
at
different.
your house, listen. If a
We
woman
keep
I'm gonna
saying
leaves
get
that.
me,
you.
if I
We just
wake,
gonna go off the audio, y'all.
what else I'm gonna go
We
off
agree.
of?
No, I know.
Either it's
I'm
a
trying to
story or
tell
the
you, but you
audio.
don't
Which
want to
one
hear
we
it.
going off?
So we
I'm
just
only.
gonna
Are we
Th-
agree.
going
thank
off
you
of?
for going off the audio,
We're
Wack,
just gonna
because
go
for
off the
some
audio.
unapparent reason they forgot that the
First of
audio
all, we
Teo played the
agreed.
audio.
We
So
agreed when
whatever.
we heard the audio. If it was a
Whatever.
woman, we
Because now
all
you trying
said,
to change it
okay,
up.
that's
That's not what
different.
was said. You're trying to
Yes, it
change it up. As soon
was.
as Wack came into the
Keita
room
Bud
and
came
said
off
what
the
he said,
mic.
it
You
gave you a
came off
different
the mic. I
perspective.
came off the
As soon
mic.
as Wack came into the room,
So
it
those
gave
were
you a
all the
different
people that were taking
I
having the
perspective.
just listen.
conversation.
And now all
Listen,
of a
I'm
sudden y'all
listening
It
to
ain't
the
no
arguing.
all of a
audio.
sudden because
That's
Wack is here. Trust me.
crazy.
Because I've been trying to tell him
The
what the
Can
initial
conversation
I
question
we
can
was,
I
but
had
say
for
he's
like
only
ten
something?
going
minutes
off the
before we
You
heard
audio.
the
already heard.
audio.
You already
Can I
heard the
say
audio
something?
after the fact.
Can I
Well,
Again,
that's
I
it.
keep saying the same shit. He heard
That
the audio, so that's what
I'm
he's
just
gonna go
going
off
off the
of. But we had
audio.
a totally different conversation prior to that. We don't have
Right.
to argue about
So
that.
me bringing the
I just want to
topic
get that out
and
because
just saying a
you keep trying to say
scenario.
like we switching it
I
up. We're
mean,
not.
hold on,
It was.
Ebony.
It
Ebony.
was.
So
What's up?
through conversation, through a date, through the night, right? You've decided that this guy has made an impression on you and he's gone. Okay. Do you plan to be here when he gets back because you want to keep building? If you made that decision, I'm going to be real. I would expect any woman that's a woman, they go down, there's some dishes in the sink, gonna go in the
For
dishwasher. I don't,
sure. Hell yeah.
right? So this is what I'm trying to understand. The gesture, the first gesture was made when he left her with the gesture of trust,
Right.
of leaving her in his spot.
Right. No, I
At
totally agree with it. Like I
At
said,
that point, are
go
you
ahead.
gonna match it? Are you gonna match his? It seemed to me like
He
she's
trusted
matching.
her, so yeah.
She was matching his gesture. Oh, he left me here. He's gone. Okay, that's a gesture of trust. That's cool. We had a nice night dinner. The sex was amazing.
When he
He
walks
was a
in this house, I
gentleman.
wanted to look
Like they
like
ain't even peep. He did that on
nice.
purpose. He did that shit on purpose.
No, because in his head, right, this is the way he's feeling as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got an option to wake her ass up. Hey, I gotta go.
I'm
You
gonna do
gotta
the
go.
dishes. I'm gonna do all of that. I'm not going to touch the laundry just because I feel like that's some like personal shit. But
I'm
for
gonna be
sure,
real though.
I'll
I
do
really
some
feel
other
like you
shit.
should touch the laundry because the laundry is gonna tell you what type of hygiene you're dealing with an individual. I mean, shit,
No,
because
I feel you. I thought about all of that, but I'm just saying if that was me in that situation, because I initially said, shit, why
let
is the
me get
motherfucker
this right.
even bringing him back to the house?
You
But go
would
ahead.
swap saliva and you would touch his genitals, but
It's
you
not that
won't
I
touch
wouldn't
his
touch it.
laundry.
It's on the strength of like the whole personal thing. I just wouldn't violate like that.
Okay, let me get this right. You will swap saliva and touch his genitals, but you won't get personal and
I
watch some.
would. I would want to as a woman, but I just wouldn't want to
It
overstep that
sounds to me
boundary.
from what he's saying that he barely does laundry. He
Yeah,
hates to
yeah.
do
After
laundry.
hearing the
So
audio,
she
yeah.
must have seen that his laundry really needs to be done. She probably got brothers. She probably understands, okay, this is a man that does not like to do laundry. So you know what? Let me knock this out. Let me tidy the place up for him. So when he gets back, I have extended a gesture back to him. Not only did he trust the right woman, but he got the right woman in the house.
There it go.
I mean, hell yeah. If it's a pile of shit, you gotta visualize that shit. Then yeah, you're
And she
right.
already realized she wanted to stay around, so she made sure she go stay around.
Yeah.
Yes, again, after we heard the audio,
I
we
literally said
all
that.
said that was different.
Yeah.
Okay, as a woman,
Girl.
because most women do shit like that. I'm on audio saying that, Nadi. So you talking about some girl for it,
Cause girl, it was never
like leave
wait.
me alone.
Listen, it's not about you because G Wayne
It's
had
not.
to he had to talk and say it three more or at least two more times.
Only
And
thing
from
he
his
said two to three
perspective,
times was, "Why are
wait,
we mad if he's
from
not
his
mad?" And we
perspective,
agreed.
after
Okay, you're
we heard
right.
the audio, he
Listen,
did
I'm
not
just
say that
simply
after that.
saying, only thing I'm saying is, and I'm gonna be real. Um, on some real shit, a woman when she wanna mark her territory, she gonna mark her territory. Now guess what just happened? He comes back. Damn, I really don't want you to go nowhere. Shit, you wanna? Hey, shit, let's go to the park or walk at the park. Let's go just spend some time. That's a gesture of a woman letting a man know I want to be here.
There it go.
I had
Because if she,
questions before I even heard the audio.
because if she would have been gone when he got back, then he's wondering like, damn, man, shit, she had to go to work. Damn, did I do something wrong? Was it an emergency? Check the phone, ain't no text.
Hey, even in the
Uh,
audio whack, he was questioning did he didn't know if he did something wrong or right or what. Like he was a little bit confused, I guess, because that had never happened before. So he just
He know he ain't did nothing wrong. Shit.
He got something he wasn't used to. He ain't do nothing wrong. He just
Yeah.
didn't know nothing about it.
He was like, "Oh shit, she didn't
He
clean up."
said it was a good thing at the beginning of the audio. He said,
Exactly,
man, it's a
G-Wayne.
good
Definitely
thing.
did. Definitely
He just
did.
didn't know what to do. When a woman treats you right for the first time, sometimes all the
Glad you
right.
made that point because
That's a
when
fact.
us as
That's why I
ladies
will never have. First of
may
all, let me rephrase it.
go ahead.
Cause
Right.
uh, West Coast women, y'all lose.
That's fine.
You must listen. Them women from the South of certain generations, boy,
Talk
listen.
about it.
You
Talk
got
about
They
it.
one.
get
You got one.
they
You got a
Talk
get you
bad
to
about
one.
it.
listen. I got one, the
You got a
first one.
bad one.
I got the first one I ever had from the South. Boy, listen. I don't know if it's a generational thing,
Talk about it.
but they they know how to treat a man
Southern hospitality.
Shout
like
out
a
to them Southern
motherfucker.
girls.
I'm
That's
not mad
Southern
at that. I'm
hospitality,
not mad
baby.
at that. They southern, city girls, we a little different, so I can
Yeah,
accept
y'all
that.
lazy.
Some of us are lazy as hell, yes. Some
Damn.
of us are go getters though. Don't forget that. It's a lot of go getters.
Yeah,
That's it,
they
girl.
go getters and they listen. All I'm gonna tell you,
I believe you.
hey fellas, if your woman ain't got a special tray for you to serve you, man, I'm trying to tell you, go try to go find her. I think it's something about the '70s. Well, probably anything prior to might be a little older than what's expected, but the mid late '70s to early '80s.
Them 75, 76,
Yeah,
77.
that 75 to 85,
70.
that might be the listen, boy. Listen, look, I thought it was a setup. I said, "Oh, trying to line me up. This motherfucker trying to put me to sleep. This shit can't be real." Oh, okay. And paid her to bait me in. That's normal activity.
That nigga said the special trap,
This
boy.
is this some shit I ain't never seen before. Listen, I ain't experienced this until I was 45. Uh, I'm telling you that right now. Huh? Who just experienced what? Yeah, no, you're right, but it's a little different because they first, like, they met, talked, and went out, and then he brought her back to the house the first night. You get what I'm saying? With us is, yeah, we definitely, because I don't know if y'all been paying attention. We ain't been to Vegas in down there 6 weeks, 5 weeks. No, what I'm saying is, well, it's the same, but it's a little different because they're going on. You really don't know this person, but the fact that the man left her there in his spot was a gesture of trust. You get what I'm saying? He left her there and went to wherever he had to go. When she woke up, he's gone. She looks around and does what a real woman would do. Now, if it wasn't to her liking, his attitude, the sex, she was uncomfortable, whatever it may have been, she'd have got dressed and left, right? But she chose to tidy up the spot, wash his laundry, do all the shit. And I don't know if she was still there when he got her back or what, whether she was or not, but he came back to a total different environment,
She wasn't
right?
there.
So she was gone.
Yeah.
So what R&B is saying is, now we're in California, right? R&B has been to my house prior to, but we usually come in town. I do what I do. We might be here a night and then we go the next morning, right? This is her first time just here. It's been like over a month. We ain't been back to Vegas. Our oldest son is back, and he wanted to kick it with his little brothers. So the kids at home, they ain't called us requesting we come back yet. So I'm taking it. He letting them have their way, and they spending some brotherly time together. It's 3 boys, and the grandbaby is there with his significant other, right? So they kicking it with their niece and a big brother. So we look up, time just rolling, but she has went through everything. It's been about 15 bags left here. The laundry room, cause I'm here and gone. I ain't been here so much. I just go buy new shit, right? So, but it's different because they gonna say, well, y'all been with each other 3 years. They're saying, Nadi's saying, that because of all the crazy shit going on in the world, it probably is a little crazy bringing the person back to the house. That's what I was hearing.
Yeah.
That early. That early. Which, it's a gamble. But I will tell you, men, I'm not gonna say women, men sometimes have a gut feeling on what's in front of them. Now, women, on the other hand, that have children at home or whatever, y'all got to be a little more careful and taking a little more time just bringing a man back to the house because the nigga might just be putting on the act. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking it, the man brought her back, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so, they gon', certain ones will do that. Plus, you know what's in front of you. You been on the phone with somebody, you in front of them, you eating, and, certain shit ain't changed,
Well, when you put
Facts.
it
I
that
get it.
perspective, I understand exactly what you're saying. I was just looking at the safety part about it.
Especially if your intentions are you really like this woman. You grown to like her to a point over the phone, you want to see her, take her out. She's even cooler in person than she is on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And it gets to a point to where if you told her that yes, you have your own home or a condo or whatever, now you kind of want to show her you've been truthful of what you about. And then boom, you take her back to the house.
Especially if y'all been on the phone kicking it for a couple weeks and shit. And then a vibe matching person.
Yeah, I understand that that's been weeks, but how he said it was like he met somebody off the dating app and brought him back home, and that's what happened. That's what I got from the audio.
But yeah, it was
Yeah, I don't know. If it was a couple, I don't know. I'll take it
Hmm.
they had a conversation. I'm thinking.
Yeah, so me thinking like a sneaky link. You know how people have sneaky links? Like this has been done before. People meet on dating sites, and then they just have people come to their house and all of this stuff. But you also heard horror stories where the things went wrong, right? You invite people over, or you do something and they chop your ass up and do something crazy. So that's the only part I was talking about, just the safety part for real.
I think
Daddy
the
was
picture.
talking
I
about
think.
safety.
I think the picture you painted would make
Shut up, bitch.
anybody.
What you say?
I think the picture you painted would have made anybody like, cautious. But when we heard the audio,
Uh
it
huh.
kind of changed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a
Thank
conversational
you.
piece, but
No, you have
Hey,
not.
listen,
Stop lying.
men are gonna do men shit. Like women gonna do woman shit. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. Like that's just what it is. If they're like, do you guys not understand that when you're building, it's all about let me show you what I can do. You show me what you can do, and then we bring it together, and then we do it all.
Yes.
So this man has brought this woman after conversation, after the first date. She's agreed to come back to his home. Now let's put this in perspective. First date, which means they both drove to the date location. So in order for her to go back to his home, she had to follow him there. Her car is outside as well. She's free to leave whenever she wants to. Whatever happens. By the time she gets up, he's gone. Now we got to go to the psyche of this woman, right? R&B. If things are going in a way that's to her liking, and she really ain't got nowhere to be today, she's gonna want to spend some more time. Or if she does have something she want to be, you know what? This man left me in his house by myself. That suggests her what?
Right.
Trust. Okay. A woman, would she want to leave a send a gesture back? She looks around. I got 5 hours before I gotta leave. Go down to the kitchen. It's dishes in the sink. Some man shit going on. It ain't bad, but it's some man shit going on. A little tidying up could help.
That's probably the farthest I would go. But honestly, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I would probably wash the dishes and make up the bed or something like that. But to go my first day at his house, and it's not like a long term thing, I would not be going through his underwear.
He said, y'all keep putting emphasis on underwear and panties. Y'all have been naked, sucking and fucking.
No, I understand
right?
that, but that's a different thing.
But he said he hates to do his laundry.
I know, but
so by him saying that, I'm thinking,
said it to her?
No.
I know, but
no, but by him saying that, it kind of tells me maybe it was obvious that laundry room needed some attention.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I'm just gonna be honest. Me, first time being at somebody's house, it's not like we've been dating for a while. He left me. I would do the basic stuff. I would probably hit the dishes or something. But I am not going, because to me, those are like, it's personal. It's a little personal. You know what I mean? Like,
what's personal?
It's
we ain't got nothing in there but some briefs and some drawers. Everything else is white beaters and socks. Like
I know you're thinking like you not know
what's personal.
You're not a trifling dude. Like, I would not just want to. I'm gonna be honest. To me, it's like you're going through my personal. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying, but what's personal about it?
To me, it's personal. It doesn't matter if I had sex with you or not. And I'm over there. I'm not gonna go as far as going through your laundry room and sorting out your clothes and possibly stumbling upon
what?
Some nasty underwear or some underwear with some panties in there. You know what I'm saying? Or some. Everybody don't use.
You said underwear with panties in there?
Yeah, panties in there. Everybody doesn't use the wet wipes, the dude wipes. I don't want to see no skin.
I don't know. Listen. What is dude wipes? Wipes is wipes. They got wipes for dudes. I thought wipes were just wipes.
I just call them dude wipes. Every man is not using wipes on their ass. Let's just be real. If you do a poll on the floor of men who are wiping their butt, but I don't want to see that right after the first day. I don't
Why
want
not?
to go through all your personals.
Why you don't? You might need to make a correction.
I just ain't gonna do that. Like, I'll do the basics, but I'm not.
Well, I'm gonna let you know right now. The first time I was at your house, I left with a pair of your used panties. They stayed with me. I still got them in my bag.
Those were panties that you was
They good luck.
And I just had sex 2 weeks ago, and you took some used panties from my laundry room that didn't have your sperm in it. What if it was somebody else's sperm?
In your panties?
Now you done took. I'm just letting you be real.
You letting some people, girl, what did you try to tell me right now? What I'm saying is, what did you just tell me? I'm just playing. Go ahead,
listen. What I'm saying is, listen, you got to think about all that. I'm thinking about all that. What if I stumble across, because men do that. You're a bachelor. You probably had sex 2 weeks prior. I don't want to go through.
What a lot of if you've been talking to her on the phone.
I know, but what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go through your laundry until it's solid. I'm not gonna just be going through until, okay, I got enough time and territory in there, and I done mark my territory enough to be like, okay, boom, now this is my initial. But I'm not just gonna come right in and be like, okay, I'm going to the laundry room. The first time I stayed at your house and you left me? Oh, absolutely not. Now dishes, make up the bed, might tidy up your room a bit. Um,
Clean the bathroom, wipe the
uh,
bathroom down.
I ain't wiping no bathroom down
No,
either. No.
you ain't doing that.
Mm-mm. Now, if it's just if it's filthy, and I'd be like, okay, he need a little help. Let me go ahead and throw some bleach and shit. Yeah, I might do that if your bathroom is filthy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna. The first day over there, no, I don't want to see no skid mark drawers. I don't want to see no woman's panties. I don't want to have to go through that. So I'm gonna give you the opportunity to say, hey, I'm gonna clean my space a little bit, and then boom, afterwards, but not initially. Initially, that could be because I'm gonna be honest. A lot of women are detectives. So once we start doing all that shit, best believe we're snooping. We didn't open the medicine cabinet to see if there's any medication in that bitch. We didn't went under the. We didn't. If we going through the laundry, we're definitely gonna go through the laundry and look and see if there's any panties in that
You
motherfucker.
ain't lying.
We're gonna see how nasty you are. We're gonna open them drawers up and see. Oh, is this nigga trifling? Is there any? We're gonna do all that. A lot of women ain't gonna say that, but we gonna be snooping like a.
I agree with
Nah,
you,
all
RB.
that,
Yeah,
all
but
You
here
that.
goes the thing
100%
though.
right.
We might even
But,
listen. We
With you
might
when you're
even
right.
open up a drawer.
but here goes the thing. We know that.
Yeah, we might open up a drawer too. We gonna be like,
We don't get. Look,
okay,
let me tell you something. Most men that leave you in their house, whatever need to be put up is put up.
Facts.
If there's anything there, niggas be having
Say that
safe in the
shit
wall,
again.
the ground,
I ain't have it.
whatever
You ain't
fucking
coming
niggas
no.
need to be put up is already up.
because please believe we're not just doing it in there innocently cleaning. It ain't no innocently
We
cleaning.
don't. But listen,
We trying to say, okay, what is this nigga dying
And
like?
we clean with a
we don't.
purpose.
We don't
What?
get. Listen, but if you got a man that's not tripping, what's the problem?
It ain't the problem. It ain't a problem about tripping. You don't really. You got to think about the whole scenario. You don't really know. We don't know how many conversations this person had, and then he done left this woman at his house. We don't know the conversations and
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying.
It's the first day though, so the first day I'm not perusing through your shit unless like now if you put it down, put it down, and I
Okay.
feel like I want to stick around,
Okay.
then
Watch
I'm
this.
a yeah.
When I came in your home, right?
Mm-hmm.
You was in the room sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
By the time you got up, I was in the boys' room, right?
But we
No, but this is my first time coming. It's me coming to your home, though, right? I'm in the boys' room. I'm gonna be real. The man and the female, y'all both supposed to be looking for things that need to be adjusted, or looking for things that may be signs that what you can and can't deal with. You supposed to be doing that.
right. That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
A
a fact.
nigga, like, listen, a man should clean up how we gonna clean up. And even after a man cleans up how he gonna clean up, a woman gonna still find some shit to clean up. Right?
Right.
That's a fact.
You on some real shit.
So I get both scenarios though. I
Yeah,
get both scenarios.
I really think he was, look, the fact that he left her there and left, I think he was feeling her.
Real bad. He
Yeah,
I
true.
think he was feeling
he
her.
was
You know
on
what I'm saying?
shorty.
Yeah, he was feeling her on some real shit.
And then she fucked around
Right.
and showed out.
I did some shit with you that I never do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was in the morning. You about to take the baby to school, right? And I said, baby, you can take my car. Because he made a comment about the car. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't let nobody drive my cars. You get what I'm saying? It's just real shit. Ain't about you gonna steal it. I just know you get in an accident, that my problem. That's different than insurances. That now is, you know, that's right. So you do certain shit when people leave an impression on you, you tend to do some things you may not have done prior to on some real shit. So I just think, and by he saying I hate to do laundry, I'm thinking she's seen a lot of laundry. You know what I'm saying?
The first date though, I probably wouldn't touch it.
I don't know, R&B, the way,
First day at your house, I wouldn't
I
touch
don't know, the way you was quivering and shaking and speaking in tongues and shit, you probably would have rebuilt the house. You might have would have painted this motherfucker.
sing that song. If I would have found anything in that laundry that would have turned me off, it would have been a problem.
Well, here goes the thing, though. Here goes the thing.
Let me stay on my high horse. I don't want to
Here
go through
goes
the
the
laundry
thing.
if I
You
don't have
should
two trifles in the laundry.
you should want to
You don't
see
know how to wash your ass.
you should want to see what's going on and what you dealing with. I strongly advise y'all do check.
That's a fact.
Shit.
But shit, listen, let me stay on my little high horse for a minute.
So you saying that's never a violation, Wack, like of somebody's personal space? And I just want to
So
hear
unless
like.
I can't listen, it's the difference between going through drawers versus cleaning laundry, washing laundry. It's a difference.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between going through drawers, right, than you sorting out the laundry and washing it.
If you get out the bed, go to the laundry room, wash the clothes, and then come out the laundry room, that ain't nothing.
What if she opened the drawers and she rearranged and refolded all his shit?
That's the difference because
Nah, that's different.
I'm just getting to know you.
First of all, but what happened? Why are we bringing a woman home to a home that's not clean? Period. On the first time, what happened to a hotel?
It might be his clean already.
On your face.
What's going on?
Wack, I did send you on R&B the link if y'all want to look at it.
It
For
might
sure,
be
so y'all can
his
see it.
clean. It might be his clean. It might be his. You know what I'm saying? I'm clean on some real shit. So
No, you trifling. If you got low laundry around and sinks full of dishes, you know that shit ain't clean.
well, I think she just
so
said.
You don't really
I just
give a
think
fuck
she said.
about.
I think she said she did the laundry. I think it was the laundry. I don't know about.
It was more. It was the whole house. So I sent you the video to
Clean
your
the whole
text
house.
message. Yes,
See,
it was the whole house.
You
you
cleaned that
are not
whole
And
house.
he
supposed to
and
bring
he
a
also and
woman
the only
to
reason
a
why
nasty house.
the only reason why I said it was the first time because he stated that I don't know what I did right or what I did wrong for her to do that.
Well,
If me thinking that they had prior conversations, he would have already knew that she was a cleaner, that she was a neat freak, or she liked to clean houses or whatever. That
you
would have
don't
never
gotta be a
surprised
neat
him.
freak to be a cleaner.
Yeah, but how she cleaned his house, just look at the video. I sent it to you.
Yo.
She was Molly.
Oh, Mildred, most definitely.
Yeah, she did what she's supposed. She may want to be
No,
That girl good.
man.
She vacuumed them floors,
But
Anya. She
what?
vacuumed them floors. She might have shampooed them for all we
But
know. I don't know. It
but
looked
I
like they were
understood
freshly
what you were
shampooed.
saying about the marking your territory part because that made sense too. I didn't think about it in that perspective.
It ain't your territory
No,
after
it's just
you
how
went
he
there
said
for the
it.
first
I
time.
can see that.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
yeah, but that's delusion. It ain't your. He's still gonna bring
But
it up
I
there.
too much. Listen. If you look at the video, you can see all of them clothes. This lady folded and did the laundry. He said that she did 90% of the laundry. That was a lot of clothes.
Where's the video?
No, ma'am. No, not on the first.
Hold on, I'm about to put it
we
in the
gotta
chat again.
establish
Give me
a
1 second.
relationship.
Okay.
No.
It was on the side. It was in the side chat, but they didn't,
Okay.
bumped it up. So I put it in the side chat again, so y'all can actually see the video. Y'all can see the house and him walking through the house and all of that stuff. There you go. And don't forget to support Lady Killer. Her brother passed away in the GoFundMe account at the top. So if y'all can give $1, $2, it doesn't matter. Anything can help. So please don't forget about Lady Killer for sure.
Yeah, and sometimes, believe it or not, a woman will retrain a man by showing him what it's supposed to be.
Oh Oh no, for sure, and especially if he's with it, if he's open to that shit, because you can't retrain nobody unless they like just are open to that shit.
Yeah,
But
women are straight. Like,
absolutely,
listen with me, right? I got about 2,000 pair of shoes. It's real shit. And because I don't be here, I come in, shower up, change up, kick some shoes up, out to be, before you know it, it be 20 pair of shoes lined up around the edge of the bed, right? Because I'm in and out, gone, right?
yeah,
Period. Ain't nobody here but me, right? So I go to sleep, I wake up, she get here, all the shoes is gone, right? I got crazy closet space, they gone. So now in my head, oh shit, they put all them damn shoes up in the closet. But now when I'm looking around, I really like the vibe of it. So now I look up, nigga, you got two pair of shoes. I
absolutely,
put them shits out. You got two pair of shoes. I put them up. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
you'll retrain a nigga without realizing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Or
nothing.
introduce,
Maybe
you introduce.
maybe she's saying, let me do this laundry, get it to a point, cause I feel like I'm gonna be here. So now, when I'm here throughout the week, a few days out the week, it ain't all stacked up, piled up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she anticipates being there. She anticipates being there. She gonna want shit a certain way, right?
How old is this woman? How old is
She
I
the
don't know.
the
definitely
girl we just?
anticipating being there. That's why she cleaned up.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how old she is, but uh, that's just. I mean, you know, hey, listen, good sex, a good meal, great conversation. Man, that should have do some shit. I'm just saying. The crazy part about it is, Rue, I'm rooting for you. Cause I know you've been deprived for quite some time, Rue. And somebody just told us they looking for something. Man, I need a good woman with no kids. Rue, ain't you like Jamaican or some shit? Ain't Rue Jamaican? She African or something? I think
I
this
don't
nigga's
know, but I think
African.
she been deprived for some
Nigerian.
time too.
Huh?
Definitely one of them.
Rue been what?
Nothing. I just agree with you.
Yeah, we gotta get Rue a man, man. She gotta stop being so evil though. Evil. Real.
She said she been having one for a little minute, if I'm
That's
not
cap.
mistaken.
She talking about the little dog. That don't count.
Hey, hey,
A
Wack
little
BFF
dog.
said the same shit. She got an imaginary ass boyfriend. Ah,
Baby, you hungry? I just think it matter on the mood, like with shit. Yo, see you down there talking shit. I'll put your ass in the hot seat, nigga. Down there talking shit. I get down there talking shit. She got her nerves. I just thought about that. Okay, ladies. Yeah, love. This shit finna go crazy. This shit finna go crazy.